Alright guys, today we've got a really cool video for you. We're showing off a really cool gun. Today we're showing off the 1911, or also known as the M45A1, as used by United States Marine Corps Special Forces like Force Recon or the Marine Raiders. This is something I was so excited to be able to get my hands on for this video. You genuinely have no idea. Like, I love the history of this gun, and then getting to actually handle it and make a video with it for you guys is super awesome. So we'll do a quick little rundown on the history. So 1911, John Moses Browning, God rest his soul, develops the 1911 handgun, and it becomes standard issue sidearm for the United States military. Now fast forward into the 1980s or so, it's a little bit outdated of a design, so we decided, the government decided, that they wanted to switch to a 9mm platform. They chose the Beretta 92. However, the Marine Corps, being the Marine Corps, decided they didn't want the Beretta. They wanted to stick to their 1911s, and really the Special Forces very much wanted to keep these for their accuracy and their performance and the stopping power of the .45 caliber round. So over a few years, and with different trials and different customized government stock 1911s through different companies, they ended up taking this, the Colt M45A1, which was based off of the earlier Colt railgun, which was called such because it was a regular Colt 1911. However, it had this Picatinny rail here on the frame that you can see for attaching things like lights and all. Now this light probably wouldn't have been used at the time, of course. This is a newer Surefire light. But you can see why that would be important and handy to have in the sorts of situations Special Forces might be using them in. Because at the time, an interesting concept was sort of developing of the offensive handgun, which is where you wouldn't be using a rifle or a submachine gun as your primary weapon. This pistol would be your primary weapon. And out of that program, we got things like the H&K Mark 23, which is what actually ended up winning contracts for the offensive handgun project. But this was a runner in that race. So enough jabbering about it. Let's try it out. See if this is really what the Marine Corps needed for their special operators. All right, so we're gonna go over the manual of arms a little bit, because you never know, you might be in the Battle of Beijing in 2027. You might have to pick one of these bad boys up off some special operator and learn how to use it, defend yourself. So we'll just go over the basics here. So on this side, have our magazine release, slide release, thumb safety. So show clear. Yeah, we're clear there. And safety off. Show clear for safety. So this is our thumb safety. Up is safe, down is off. Slide catch or slide release, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. I'm not your dad. Call it what you like. You're a grown man or woman. I don't know. And also in the rear here, because John Moses Browning was, of course, a genius, he added in a grip safety here. So you have to get an actual good grip on there, and you can't limp wrist it like a female cop. And then, of course, we have our beautiful, wonderful single action trigger right here. Like oiled glass. It is the most beautiful thing ever. I mean, I'm going to name my firstborn son 1911 trigger. It's just that beautiful. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna shoot this thing, see how she shoots. Probably wonderful, I would assume. I would hope. It costs a lot. So let's get our ears in. They're already ringing, but we don't want them to ring more, do we? No. Hold on. I gotta remember how my fingers work.
I think my brain just committed suicide.
So, take our magazine, 7+1 rounds of 45. Why? They don't make a 46, do they? And here, rack it back. Well, as you can see, it took me a moment to adjust to that sight picture there or something. I gotta make some kind of excuse for not hitting it the first like 3 times. But I will say, of course, you can't feel it, but I felt it, and it felt wonderful. Beautiful experience. Like next to no recoil because it weighs about as much as the average boat anchor. Oh, hold on, we got one more here. Just the 1 round. We'll send it. Here, and I missed. Fantastic. But all in all, wonderful experience. I want one. I need it. So I figure that I might show you something a little bit more practical that you can use for the 1911, and that would be self-defense purposes, of course, because not everyone is a Marine Special Operator. So I have developed what I call the Bobby Hill drill. So I will demonstrate that for you right now. That's my purse. I don't know you. So as you can see, this is a very effective drill for self-defense because I just put a lot of lead in that target pretty quickly. Some might say, you just did a build drill where you shoot it 6 times as fast as you can. Shut up. Shut up. It's the Bobby Hill drill because you say, that's my purse, I don't know you, before you shoot him. That makes it different, that makes it special, that makes it mine. Alright, so we had to actually change venues for the latter portion of this video. My cameraman is actually a sissy beta male and not a sigma like me, and could not tolerate the bug bites at our range. So we came up here where there's less bugs so he can feel comfy. Just a few last things on the gun. So one thing I didn't get to mention that's actually really cool about this gun is, so you can see here it's marked Colt M45A1. Now these guns were marked like this for not a whole lot of time actually, because after a while of Colt marking them like this, the government actually asked them to stop marking them M45A1, which you can still buy, if I remember correctly, and I probably don't. You can still purchase these models, however it will not be marked M45A1 if you buy a new one. Other than that, these are really incredible firearms. They're very, very well made. Alright, and then actually another really cool thing about this, you can see here on this serial, it has EGA for the Eagle Globe and Anchor of the Marine Corps. It's got our US marking here, Colt government model. And then another thing that's actually pretty specific to this gun, not that you can like purchase them like this anywhere, like this is a rare model, but we do have these actually really cool grips on here. They're just metal grips with USMC and the Eagle Globe and Anchor. If I remember correctly, the owner told me these were from a 70s model, 1911. So that's just really cool to me. Makes it really neat. Really makes this gun like its own little thing. Makes it really cool and really unique to me. But yeah, these are an excellent gun. Excellent triggers. They feel wonderful. You know, when you hold it, it feels like there's a gun there. There's weight to it. Really great as far as recoil, honestly. You know, a lot of people would probably think that a 45 would be just a real thumper, but this one is not. It's really great. So overall, if you ever get the chance and you just got like $3,000 burning a hole in your pocket there, I'd pick one of these up all day long. See you guys in the next one.